Hey everybody, it's Christine. Welcome to the Top 10 2018 Video Hop. Today I am hosting, along with a whole big group of friends, our favorite projects from the year. And I am going to showcase my top 18 scrapbook layouts because I made a lot that I loved and narrowing it to 10 would have been nearly impossible. So let's jump into the fun and be sure to stick around at the end of the video for a giveaway. First up, I've got this layout that I made for Paper House Productions. It is using their Great Outdoors collection, as well as some mixed media. You can see I changed up the background a little bit with some Distress Oxide inks. And then I have a nice multi-photo layout here with some layers of patterned paper, layers of stickers, layers of 3D stickers, and just a wide variety of product to pull together a really classic outdoors looking layout. Now, this next one starts a trend that you're going to see throughout, and that is circles and stripes. I am using a lot of those this year, and so it definitely is reflected in this work. Now, this one is telling the story of a little saying my son had that said, "I snipped you." And I love how I was able to pull in my pictures and make them circular and use a whole bunch of them to make a really fun, whimsical layout that has a real lighthearted feel to it. Up next is one that showcases some Bella Boulevard products. And this is a very clean and simple boy layout that really came together quickly, but also without too much detail being needed. So first up, I used several layers of patterned paper there, and then I used some embellishments, clouds, stars, enamel dots, and that's basically it. And that pulled the whole thing together to make a really cool boy layout. Next up is a layout that I made live on Facebook in the Scrap Room Kit Club, and this one is a real classical heritage look. It's a Heidi Swap collection, and I would never have guessed this came from a live session. In fact, I have 2 projects in here this week that come from live scrapping sessions, and so that's really cool. That shows that I sometimes come up with some really creative, fun ideas on the fly, and so that's really rewarding. Now, next up, I've got one that is a layout of myself, and I don't do a ton of those, but I do try and do a few a year at least. And this one is just kind of talking to myself, reminding myself of some things I need to remember. It uses the I Am 2 collection from Simple Stories, and you can see I've got a really pretty wreath design going on, lots of very feminine elements, going away from the boy mom stuff into a softer side. Carrying on with another Simple Stories layout, this one is a travel themed one, obviously, and I actually stitched the outline of the United States and then filled it in with a whole bunch of embellishments from this kit from the scrap room. Pretty simple concept, but it really looks challenging, and that's always a fun thing to tackle. Next up, I have a very fun, bright, colorful boy layout. This one is of my son, and it's using Bella Boulevard. They're just a variety of their papers, and I just cut them out to make them work within my theme. So I coordinated all the papers, cut out popsicles, cut out the cut file for a title, and just went to town with a whole bunch of color telling the story of his love for popsicles. Again, simple concept, but taking it to a different level by making it my own. This one is from my series Stealing Saturday, where I scrap lifted from a friend. And this one I was scrap lifting from my friend Daisy. And I basically look at their design and then I pull out what I want to from it and turn it into my own layout. And so this one uses the Simple Stories Summer collection. Very bright, very colorful, some fun hand stitching, some mist splatters, and a whole lot of crazy embellishing going on that to pull together a really bright summery layout. Here's the other one that I did live, and this one I did live for Paper House Productions. And again, you're seeing the stripes, you're seeing the circles, you're seeing lots of color. I created the stripes using washi tape and then added in some splatters, made my pictures into circles, and added some really fun Paper House 3D stickers, and it came together really simple and fast. Another very simple layout also. Even though it doesn't look super simple, it actually is. Carrying on with more stripes, more color, more circles. This time I've got a boy themed one, and my pictures are cut into squares. And you can see I used a very bold black and white background, and then I went in rainbow order down the page, combining stripes, combining circles, combining stars, all coming together to cascade down the page and create a very cheerful and also striking layout with that Simple Stories collection. This was another one that I did for my Stealing Saturday, and this time I was stealing from my friend Kat, and I was excited to do this one because I was really excited to use that circular cut file. And I just ended up backing it with a whole bunch of different patterned papers from Echo Park, so it was not nearly as complicated as it looks, as is true for a lot of my layouts, but just that cut file, a few little embellishments, and I've got a good teenage boy layout, which can be a challenge to come up with. Carrying on, we've got another circular one. This time I am creating a wreath, and again, going kind of with the rainbow colors. I've got layers of flowers from the Color Wash collection from Paper House Productions. And that's the real detailed part of the layout, along with the stitching, and then the title, the picture itself, the embellishing are all pretty simple and straightforward. But again, creates another really striking layout with that white background. This one is a Paper House one as well, and it was also from my Stealing Saturday series. This one I scrap lifted from Tara, and I went with a nautical theme, and I don't know if I've ever done a nautical theme quite so accurately before, but I absolutely love how this one turned out. One of my favorites of the whole year. I just love how the colors combined and the different design patterns in the patterned papers came together. This one was for a video hop with my friend Erica, and it was a celebration theme, and so I used her cut file from it and then combined it with some different bright floral tropical looking products to create a birthday layout. And this one just has a different look from most of my designs, so I think that's why I really like it. I also really love the white background and the cut file. This one you saw recently from me. It was a Christmas one from the Scrap Room kit, and it uses Echo Park, and you can see I created a unique Argyle background using some plaid paper. Now, quick note, I will have you linked up to all these videos down below, as well as everyone else in the hop, so be sure to check out everyone else's videos. Uber inspiration, you will not believe, and lots of giveaways as well, so you're going to want to check those out. Carrying on, this one is a layout I made as a guest designer for Doodlebug Design. Again, you're seeing stripes, you're seeing strong contrast, you're seeing lots of color, and some fun whimsical pictures, as well as fun and whimsical elements from the You're So Punny collection from Doodlebug Design. I got to guest design for them in, I think, September, October, sometime this fall. It was a lot of fun, and I have one more layout for that. This one is from Stealing Saturday. I was stealing from my friend Marcia, and I just love how this one turned out. I love how I created the wreath in this one. I also really love the long detailed title, and this one has a lot of fun technique to it. It's definitely a video worth checking out. Finally, I'm going to show you one more from Doodlebug, but I want to mention real quickly my giveaway for this video is going to be a $10 gift certificate to scrapbook.com. Leave me a comment. Tell me which one of these was your favorite of all of them. And of course, be a subscriber, and I will pick a winner on the 4th of January, which is my birthday. So look for that announcement video, as well as your chance to get in on that and other giveaways. Okay, real quick, let me wrap up. My final one, this Doodlebug one, utterly adorable. So much to say about this. I have a video about it featured on my channel, and that is it today. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for a great year. Be sure to visit all my friends, and we will see you again soon with more videos in 2019 and maybe even sooner.